Hello, let's do the Netflix puzzled Starstruck for February 3rd. We're going to do the easy and the hard, and I will explain how to play this game for those who don't know. So we're going to start with the easy. It's called Totally True. All right, so the goal of this game is to place exactly one star in every row, exactly one star in every column, and exactly one star in every colored region. So when I place a star somewhere, it's going to be the star for that row, that column, and that region. And the other thing we can't do is have stars touch each other. So a star here and a star here would be no good because they touch each other. All right, so let's get started. The first thing I'm seeing is this bottom row is completely this red region. What that means is the row is going to have a star, and that's also going to be the star for the red region, wherever it goes, meaning the rest of the red region is not allowed to have a star. And that means that this row now, because it can't be in red, this row needs to give its star to gray. So we can just place that. And then this row, it's going to have to put the star here, and that's in the light blue. Right. So now what that's done is it's limited yellow to this row. Wherever we place the star, it's going to be in this row. And then green is the same. It's going to be in that row. Okay. Now, this is a formation that you'll see a lot, which is the two oranges are next to each other. And I think there's a few other things we can do here, but let's just start this. First of all, there's going to be a star in one of those, so it does remove from the rest of the row. But also, this the two above and the two below touch the entirety of what's left in orange. So this cannot be in because it touches the two oranges. And so that leaves only one place in yellow. What I was going to point out is that, actually, no, I was misscanning. I thought the right column had to be in brown. We'll just continue normally. This is the last one in dark blue. Last one in green, last one in orange, last one in brown, last one in red. Okay. Not too bad for the easy today. I don't go for speed on these. I go for clarity of logic. All right, let's do hard. It's called vault. Okay. Interesting. I'm trying to line up rows and columns, but I keep failing to do so. So there's probably some other stuff. Let's look at these geometries, these shapes. So this can't be in because it touches the entirety of light blue. This can't be in because it sees all of yellow, and so does this, and so does this, for what's left of yellow. Now this is the same shape. So this sees all of orange, so does this, and so does that. This is the same shape, so this sees all of red and that. Now blue is down to these two, so we can take out from the rest of the row and these two. All right, kind of whittling away here. Okay, this one's never in. This is kind of neat logic, because look at the left column. In fact, I'm going to pull out my pen because I'm probably going to need it later anyway. Imagine that the star ended up here somewhere. Well, if that was the case, we can't repeat in the region, so it eliminates from there. The only other way that a star ends up in this column, which it must, is one of these two, and this touches both of them. So no matter where we put the star in the left column, this one here gets eliminated. So we can just say there's no star there. And that actually helps because now these bottom two rows, notice that this can't be a star anymore. So the bottom two rows need exactly two stars, one for this row and one for this row. And only one of them can go in gray. That means the other one goes in green. So that means the rest of green can't be in. And now green's going to be in. Also the rest of this column can't be in. And these two can't be in because they touch the two greens. Now this column has only one left. It has to go in brown. Okay, that was fruitful. Can we continue this? Yeah, so now we can look at the left two columns and see that one star will end up in this dark blue and one will end up in gray, meaning the grays outside of that cannot be a star because there would be two stars in gray then. All right, red is down to these two. I don't know when that happened, but we can remove the rest of the row and this one, which touches both. They have the same thing for orange. And then the same thing for yellow. And I guess this row just needed a star, so we could have just done that. Gray needs a star. Green needs a star. Okay, so the first thing I'm seeing, I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that can be done, but the first thing I'm seeing is in this column, a star is going to be in one of these circles. This touches both. And that should finish the puzzle. All right. Cool. Oh, that was a fun one. I enjoyed how I think that this elimination here was actually really important to spot. There may have been other ways to do it, but that kind of finished off the puzzle. The rest was just simple, like geometry lining up and stuff. Cool. Well, how'd you do?